What's up, everybody? So, save the date. It passed. A lot of people are kind of disappointed. A lot of people are up in arms. A lot of people are happy. I am one of the people that is happy. I'm about to make two videos today. One talking about the visuals and what we saw in the trailer. I'm not going to post my reaction because I didn't record it. I didn't stream it. And I was just kind of like, okay, at the time. And the more I watch it and the more I learn, the more like Harada talks about what was in the trailer, I actually get more excited personally. I'm starting to feel like I'm the minority because a lot of people are mad about what they're learning about Tekken 8. I personally am not. But yeah, so in this video, we're just going to look at the visuals. I could let this trailer run. It's 1 minute 16 seconds. You know, it's a little loud, I think. But yeah. I gotta say, like, visually, a lot of people are comparing it to Tekken 7, saying it looks like Tekken 7, and that it doesn't look as good as the last trailer. At certain points, this one looks as good as the last trailer. That's not one of those points. That is. Like, we've all seen the trailer at this point, right? When Law is moving around, it looks way better than Tekken 7. Like, these shots of Law look way better, but when it starts with Paul doing his Death Fist, I can see why people think this looks like Tekken 7, but if you actually put Paul from Tekken 7, it's the coloring, and like, it's because even though this is definitely a higher graphical fidelity, if you put this under a microscope and pay close attention, there's a lot of straight lines where there should be curves, a lot of flat edges. And it's because Tekken 7 uses in-game cutscenes, like especially during the those crappy storybook endings in the quote-unquote arcade mode, if you can even call it that, it's one fight. Go watch those endings. They look kind of like this, like whatever, like, you know, filtering or whatever they do over the in-game models to make it look more like a cutscene. This gameplay looks like that. So, in a way, this doesn't look as good as the last trailer, but it definitely still looks better than Tekken 7. To me, anyway. Especially, yeah, like, I think it's the lighting in the last scene, but like in these parts, that looks next gen. Jack, however, and I'm not here to talk about his design, we'll talk about that in a second. Probably the best he's ever looked, but we'll talk about that in a second. This looks kind of like Tekken 7. Kind of, not really. It still looks better. Like, if you think this is just Tekken 7 again, or in terms of graphics anyway, you're wrong. This looks nothing like Tekken 7 if you put the characters side by side. This game is brighter. It doesn't feel like it has weird, like, filters. Like, Tekken 7 was really trying to drive home, like, there's destruction going on around you, so, like, ash and haze and smoke. You know, and it led to filters that, like, filtered over your characters. And I don't feel like that's in this game, by the looks of it. You know, Lars is back. There was a leak a long time ago, I made a video about it, saying, like, Lars wouldn't be in Tekken 8. Objectively false. And we got this heat gauge stuff as we've come to know it. People think the game is 2D because we've yet to see a sidestep. I doubt that. They could have done that already. They could have made that choice a long time ago, and they never did. I don't think they're going to. June is back. That's a good thing, in my opinion. But yeah, the trailer looks just fine for a teaser trailer. Kind of crappy that we got all this hype. People were sent t-shirts, and it's for a teaser trailer. It's kind of objectively crappy, is it not? Whatever, that's not my business. We didn't even see health bars. You know, like, I feel like my expectations were low. I just wanted to see health bars. Didn't even get that far. Didn't see someone sit down and play the game. Got another teaser. I'm happy with what I got, but slightly disappointed as well. It's like, remember the 360? You got like one of the best consoles ever made, and if you don't ghetto jerry rig it with like gold packs or external fans that you have to buy yourself, the thing can die on you at any point. People playing for an hour, sometimes people playing for 8 hours straight, it doesn't break. But then someone like will turn it on right out of the box and it's already got red ring. This kind of feels like that. Like, yeah, I have this. Oh, that can happen, and that's how this trailer felt. Moving right along, we have the full character renders. All right. So Kazuya at the start. Visually, I think this is the best jacket and suit combo he's ever worn. I think he's the only character I prefer not to be wearing his training gear, but to be wearing like his more formal or like. Would this count as his going to the grocery store outfit? I think it does. This is probably the best version of that he's ever had. Like, you know, he's had the standard purple suit since like 5. This is like, he actually looks like a supervillain. Never been the biggest fan of Kazuya's gameplay. His story is cool, I guess. His visual presentation as a Mishima has always been probably greater than his son or grandfather, but gameplay-wise, he's so much more boring. Why would you pick this character over Heihachi? Why would you pick this character over Jin? Any version of Jin, for that matter. Double form, Jin's got that too. Anyway. But yeah, that's Kazuya. I don't have much to say about Kazuya. I don't play Kazuya. Not super interested in him. Best he's ever looked, but we knew he was going to show up. So now we have Jin in his like standard. This is definitely going to the grocery store. At least in a Final Fantasy game, this would be going to the grocery store. This doesn't look bad. His gauntlets no longer have the Kazama like hurricane that I'm used to him trying to sport, just like Asuka and June. No, he's got the Mishima. I don't remember what this means. I think someone explained it to me once. But it's like, I think it's like a Buddhist thing, like the dots on Krillin's head. I don't know, or Zenyatta. Don't quote me on that. There's a lot of people in my country who pretend to understand cultures that they know nothing about. Anyway. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks way cooler than he does in Tekken 7. I don't like his Tekken 7 outfit. They try to hybridize, like, being a biker and, like, being, like, formal, I think. I don't know. I didn't like his Tekken 7 outfits. But his outfit in the last trailer, being like his training gear outfit, and this outfit are both good. I think I like that outfit more. You know, I a firm believer, you know, martial arts focus in Tekken is important, so I tend to favor people's training gear over their like normal clothes. But this is a good normal outfit for Jin. I like the black and the white and the red. There's like less red than usual. He usually has a lot of red, like, you know, represent the devil, and like, you know, his lightning, like, because you don't inherit lightning from the devil gene, you inherit that from the Mishima blood. The devil blood, which we now know comes from Kazumi, is where you get the devil, and he has less red. I guess I think that's supposed to be representation of like he's coming full circle. Like, you know, it's not quite white. It's off-white. It's like grayish. So he's trying his best here. He's trying his best in every game, and people just don't appreciate it for him. Don't appreciate him for it. Go, Jin, man. June. I'm happy she's in the game because, I'm gonna be honest, I used to play Kazama characters. I played June in Tag 1 when I was little, because like I was just messing around looking at characters. I pretty much played everybody but with Eddie on the team. That was me as a kid playing Tag 1. And I kind of went back retroactively when people would bust out Tag 1 on their PlayStation 2s, because I would play Asuka in 5, and, you know, like, I would play Tekken 2 on Tekken 5, and it's Jun Kazama instead of Asuka Kazama, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. They must fight the same, and they fight very similar. In Tag 2, they don't fight as similar as I would have liked. Jun's actual fight choreography is very weak, in my opinion. The way she uses her hands is very nonsensical. I think it's taking that Aikido precedence where they're like, yeah, I can subdue or disarm or knock someone down onto the ground without actually physically harming them. I think they're taking that a little too seriously with her moves, in my honest opinion, in Tag 2. We didn't get to see any of her gameplay. She is confirmed to be in the game. I hope she's a lot more fight-focused. Like, I feel like in the Bloodline trailer, or the Bloodline anime on Netflix, she goes to blows with Ogre. She throws that elegance out of the window and just starts trying to beat the crap out of this giant green thing. Give me more of that with her move list, please. The best version of this move list, in my honest opinion, is Asuka in 5. Asuka has moved really far away from that move list. A lot of like her more standard like chops and open palm strikes replaced with like haymakers and River City Street Girl street brawling. And it's not bad, it's just like it doesn't look as cool as when like say Brian or Miguel do it. You know what I mean? And they do that on purpose because she's female. They want to give her that like slight like, oh yeah, she's pretending to be one of the boys, and it's like, no, like women can be brutal. We got Marissa in Street Fighter 6 announced. Women can be like that. And I think Asuka and or Jun, if it's a possibility, should be like that. As far as her outfit goes, I'm not feeling it. They look like how the women dressed at my great-grandmother's funeral. That's not an exaggeration. The gloves and everything. The pants weren't this skin tight on any of them. And the shoes didn't look like doll shoes, but that's about it. That's where the similarities end, but this, her top and her gloves, and even her headband. Yeah. I hope she has training gear. I hope she has a Japanese battle garb outfit. That's all I have to say about this outfit. And so far, of all the characters that have been revealed, this would be the one I would be most likely to play. Look at King, y'all. Look at our boy King, y'all. It's been years. They call him a cool Khan. The feathered serpent god. There is no vibranium anywhere else. Mother, he's literally wearing it. He's covered in it. That's what he looks like to me. Like all the like actual, somewhat authentic looking, I don't know, I'm not Mexican, garb of his ancestors. He's even got the feathers. I think it looks cool. The king is king, man. You can't really, like, I don't want to dwell on him. I don't want to feel like I'm not giving him the respect he deserves by talking about him. Like, he's got the Laker colors. Even though it's actually blue and yellow, this looks like purple to me. I know it's blue, because that's purple. But, yeah, he's got the patterns on his knees. Like, any other character you'd call this visually loud, but I think this fits this character very well. He's got he's got like a turquoise like color here too. Like he's got a lot of colors going on, but I think it fits him as a character. Like even the inside of his cape, that looks like the inside of like a seashell. A cool god. Anyway. Yeah, King looks great. Lars. Never liked this character. Still don't, never will. And I'll talk more about it in the next video I make, because right after I'm done talking about visuals, we're going to be looking at like the gameplay and what everyone's up in a fit over, because it's mostly what you see this character Jack and Jin doing. But anyway, see now him having this random hint of green, or greenish blue, turquoise, whatever you want to call it, that makes this more visually loud than King's costume, in my opinion. You have this Claudio outfit the weird hexagonal pattern, all these belts to hold the trench coat together. Because yeah, when you have too many flappies on a trench coat and you like power dash around, your martial art is I power dash. Yeah, that would probably look really stupid. I have nothing nice to say about this character. I never do, dude. Like, everyone tried him, everyone played him in 6 because he had his up forward 3. That's lightning screw, right? 3, 4? Yeah, that makes sense. And it looked cool. This character's general martial art looked cool. Everyone picked his like going to the grocery store costume because his plain red costume looked stupid. And then because it became a meme because we had acknowledged how stupid his costume looks, everyone wore it in tag 2. No one would customize Lars. Have Hatsune Miku as his tag team partner, but Lars still looked like Lars. People are dumb, dude. Like, you're not smarter and you're not funny for clinging to the thing people all agree, hey, maybe this is stupid. Maybe his hair should have been normal. Maybe they could have at least tried it. They could have tried making his hair normal. Yeah, I don't like his design. I'm not feeling this. I hope Matt McMuscles does one of those segments with, what does he call them? Like Crime Bettina critiques? And I hope she rips this stupid costume to shreds. Like, it's a trench coat, but then it has armor. This isn't Bloodborne. This is the coolest Law has ever looked. Let's pretend June wasn't in the trailer, or let's pretend June doesn't count because we didn't actually see her fight. Of the characters we've seen fight and do stuff, Lars would be the most likely. I would try. It's really cool. Like, he's got his like tattered dragon pants. He's got his like athletic shoes on. This dude's ready. He got his nunchucks. This is the most ready Law has ever looked. Law has been a running joke since 5, and I hope that comes to an end with this game because I've never been a big fan of playing Law. Everyone tried him in 3 because he's the most tried and true Bruce Lee. But yeah, and the only point in the trailer where the game looked like next gen, in my opinion, in the last trailer, was when he was on screen. So, the winner of this trailer is Martial Law. And unfortunately, yes, this is Martial. I thought it was Forrest too. He doesn't have his beard. How am I supposed to tell them apart? Also, it's only 6 months later. This seemed like a time skip with how Paul looked. So, like, a lot of people were like, is that just Forrest? Is Martial like, I'm tired of this? Marshall's older than Paul. I'm pretty sure Paul is older than Forrest, but they're not. Paul and Marshall are not the same age, or at least at one point they weren't. Anyway, speaking of Paul, look at this guy with his Cohen haircut. Anyway, Paul is Paul. Pretty standard. I like that his clothes look realistically like cut and like tattered. Like, yes, I've worn these, and he actually does look like he rides. I had a friend who dressed like this because he rode motorcycles. Yeah. Plural motorcycles. This man had like 3. Gave good haircuts. Anyway. Yeah, no. This might be the best Paul has ever looked in terms of sheer costume. You don't like the hair, you don't like the hair. Like, I don't think it really matters. I would have liked it if he had his Tekken 4 hair where it was just long and blonde. But yeah, that's Paul. I don't have much to say. He's been around since 1. He's a very basic character. He doesn't really seem like he doesn't have like. It doesn't seem like that big of a change to the character. And the last up in this video is Jack. Now, in my last video about the... Dang, we're at 20 minutes already? Okay, I'll wrap this up. In the last video I made about this, I pointed out how Tekken 3 characters seem like the most important characters in Tekken, in my opinion. Which version of Jack does this look like? This looks like Gun Jack. I'm hoping, you know, I'm hoping that's, you know, what they were going for. I'm hoping, like, that base arcade cabinet roster of Tekken 3 characters, you know, Jin, Zhao, Eddie, Hwoarang, Gunjack, and, like, Yoshi, like, I really hope that's what they're focusing on. I hope that, like, those are the next set of characters to get revealed. Because this is a lot of Tekken 1 characters in this reveal. Tekken 1 and Tekken 2. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, he looks really cool. This is the best he's ever looked. Like, Jack looking too like human in certain iterations kind of makes him look goofy now, right? And I'm hoping this big brawny version of him means no more Kuma in Tekken gear, like Tekken Force garb, no more Gigas and other like big stupid characters like that. Highly unlikely. It's more than likely that one of the bears is going to show up in some facet, but a man can dream. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me know what you think of the game visually. Is it looking good? Is it looking great? Like, I feel like these renders are all really good, and if they look like this in-game, the graphical fidelity should be fine. Anyway, that's it for now. Feel free to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you next time.